In 1867, the British North American Act was created. Section 24 of the BNA Act stated that only qualified persons could be appointed to the Canadian Senate. The Governor-General shall, in the Queen's name, by instrument under the Great Seal of Canada, summon qualified persons to the Senate. Unfortunately, when this was written, the qualified persons referred to only men and not women. This outraged many women, notably Emily Murphy, a lawyer from Alberta. Murphy would not stand for this and decided to begin looking into how this could be changed. Upon her research, Emily Murphy discovered a provision in the Supreme Court of Canada Act that said that any 5 people who acted together as a unit could petition the Supreme Court to make amendments to the Constitution. On August 27, 1927, Murphy invited 4 very determined women over for a cup of tea to discuss the issue at hand. Together, Emily Murphy, Irene Paulby, Nellie McClung, Henrietta Edwards, and Louise McKinney became known as the Famous Five. They proceeded to sign a letter petitioning the Supreme Court to look into the matter of whether or not a woman could be appointed as a senator. On March 14, 1928, the Supreme Court of Canada ruled that women were not, in fact, deemed as persons. The Famous Five did not take this news lightly, but they didn't let it stop them. These women decided to take their case further by going over the heads of the Canadian Supreme Court right to the highest form of government, which at the time was the Privy Council in England. After much deliberation, the verdict was delivered by Lord Sankey to a packed courtroom in London on October 18, 1929. The Privy Council decided that yes, women are in fact persons and could therefore run and be elected to the Canadian Senate. Not only did this verdict establish women's eligibility and right to be involved in politics, it ultimately solidified their citizenship and right to equality as persons of Canada. A mere 4 months later, on February 15, 1930, Carine Wilson was sworn in as Canada's first female senator. The implications of the Persons Case meant that women could no longer be denied rights based on narrow interpretations of the law. Moreover, women could now continue to work for greater rights and opportunities through the Senate as well as the House of Commons. The achievements of the Famous Five have not gone unrecognized. You can find monuments of them in both Ottawa and Calgary, Canada. They even appeared on the Canadian $50 banknote. Thank you to the Famous Five for paving the way for future female leaders in Canada and for establishing women as Canadian citizens.